Okay, we're recording here. I'm so happy I'm here with Aimee Spector. She's a mother, a teacher, and a peddler. That's the way you think is most important to put things.
That's an order of importance, I think.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice to have you here.
Yeah, thank you.
And this is her song, guys. Let's. We talk about that later. By the way, we're not planning to rob a bank now.
Sitting in the car, plotting.
We are in the car just because it's too much noise inside the gym. But Aimee, I want to talk to you. We have in my channel now a part of the video that we ask people about the biggest challenge in your life.
Okay.
It can be emotional or physical, whatever you choose. So can you tell us one story? I know you have a lot of... She's a bad ass woman. She's great. She's like no fear woman. So I think she has a lot of stories. Maybe she can tell all of them like on the other ones, but I wanted to tell one for us today, please.
I mean, I think for me, physical challenges are always great because I like to push my body, push my mind, see what kind of like I'm made of. But I think just sort of personally, emotionally, you know, it is definitely challenging to always want to be like the best mom I can be. I'm constantly thinking about it and wanting to do, you know, the best for my son. He's 16.
Nice.
So, you know, it's a challenge to be the mom of a teenage boy, and his dad and I aren't together. So it's just figuring out to, you know, how to co-parent and to balance everything. His needs, his independence, still like feeling like his mom. And then, you know, all balancing everything that I do physically and then with my job. And so for me, the challenge is just every day making sure I'm like the best mom I can be with everything else that's going on. So
that's so great because I'm a mom, and I think like you that the biggest challenge of my life is be the best mom I can be. I think if you put in order, I think just like you, being a good mother for them, and then after
everything after that.
I don't know if you feel like this because after I became a mom, things like sometimes I think maybe I'm doing too many things and forget a little bit about my girls. But those things make me happy. So how give up things that you like for your family?
Right, that is hard because I do train a lot. I'm paddling a lot. I'm on the water 6 days a week. I wake up really early, and like the other day I got home. I had woken up at 4, was on the water at 4:45. I paddle in the dark twice a week. I come home, and then I get my son up and get him ready for school. You know, let's go. And he was like, "You were gone?" Like he didn't know because I leave so early, but it's what I want to do so I don't miss time with him. But everything after having my son defined who I was. It was like there was nothing before that. I mean, I was a person, and you know, I was a young person and went to college and did those things, but once I became a mom, it was all about how do I balance doing the things that make me happy, that make me whole, that challenge me, as well as, you know, being the best mom I can be. So
does he like how you say charge you a lot, like ask you like, why are you not with me more with me? Why don't you give up these things? He asks you sometimes that?
You know, he asks me why I paddle so much, but I don't think it's because he's wondering why I'm not with him, because I really always try to make sure he knows he's the priority. I think he asks because the obsession is so clear for me, but he's kind of like, he doesn't do it. He doesn't paddle. He's not really interested in it, and I'm happy with him just finding his own thing. But he does wonder, like, why does that make you tick so much? Like, why is it so important to you?
That's so good.
And then if I relate it to something he really likes, that he's really into, he kind of understands. But he gets that seeing mom do something she loves makes her happy, and then she's, you know, can be like a present mom.
A happy mom, a better mom, right? And you was the woman that came from Cuba?
I paddled from, from Cuba to Key West on a paddleboard.
Cuba to Key West in Florida on a paddleboard like this.
Yes,
really?
With your arms.
On the dark?
In the dark, it was 24 hours straight. So it was in the dark and the light. You know, we never saw sharks, so I can't say they weren't there. But luckily, we didn't get to see them.
Oh, gosh. How was, were you like afraid in any time of...
Yeah, there was one piece where I was, it went from kind of dusk, where the sun's going down, so you still have a little light, to dark, that for me was scary because you just had to adjust, and I wasn't quite ready for it.
Oh my gosh.
So I was scared, and then you just have to keep going. I actually thought about my son a lot and what I would get to tell him when I was finished, and how important it, because I was doing it for charity, so how important that was to me. And so yeah, I was scared, but I like doing things that are uncomfortable.
I'm so happy to be here, listen to your story, because such a, you know, you should become a movie, this story, because it's amazing. And you think there's any music that makes you go harder? I think we showed in the beginning.
I mean, you know, it's so goofy because "Eye the Tiger" is such a played song because of Rocky, but it really is good, and it's very inspiring. But I like any genre music. I just I kind of like the music as a background because it allows me to get into my head and get to think a lot while I'm doing any type of training.
Yeah, great.
So all the paddling I do, all the time on the water, it's a lot of the times alone or in the dark. I do have a team I train with, but yeah, a lot of it's just you got to get up early or go to bed late because you're doing something that really you love, and so
that's so nice.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna show you here some pictures, and I wanna show you some videos if you have. I know that Darcy told me you have some documentary.
There's a documentary coming out about paddling, and I'm one of the featured.
So let us know so I can show you on the channel. Yeah. And it was very good to have you here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're gonna about jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
So now this woman not satisfied just paddling. Now she came for jiu-jitsu. She started here training with us, and this is another challenge. It's very good. It's like you just got inside a family, a big family.
This is one of the best things that I've done for myself. I wish I had started it 30 years ago, but maybe I wasn't ready. I think, it's so challenging. You come and you just think, oh my God, why am I doing it? And you leave and think, I'm so glad I did.
Yeah.
But, and I came for a couple different reasons, but it really I think it helps my fitness and my training for paddling.
Your mind, like to forget about everything else.
Yeah, absolutely. And just learning to be smart about how I train and how I use my body, and I'm kind of a slight woman like you are, so understanding how to use your body with leverage, and you can't just overpower something, and paddling is a lot like that. So it's been awesome. And this particular, just what you guys have like, you're very welcoming, very open to people coming in of all different levels, and it's incredible, because I've been to a couple different places and it didn't fit, it didn't feel right. And the amount I've learned, I wish I could come more, because it's, like if you just could do everything every day.
But you have your mom, I know.
But if I trained a lot more, I just, because the instruction that you get is incredible.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, it's really
and you're very welcome. Very glad to have you here. Thank you so much.
I keep telling everybody on my team, you guys got to come and just try it. That's how we got Darcy and Moses.
Yeah,
and
thank you so much.
We'll just keep bringing more people.
We are big fans. If you want to try jiu-jitsu, we're here in South Bay, Los Angeles. Just come here to Cobrinha BJJ South Bay to figure out, and you're welcome to make a free class. Advertising.
Yeah.
So now let's go for the bank.
Okay.
Merry Christmas. Thank you so much. Happy holidays.
Thank you.
And keep training hard. Thank you, guys. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's awesome.
Jasper. Hip skate, baby. When you grab only grip, like everything at the same time. Yes, nice. Yes, there you go. Now, hip skate this way. Pass this leg over his back so he cannot roll. Nice. And now just push forward.
And then you throw this leg high on my back. So I can't